The Renault 5 E-Tech, an electric hatchback for the European market revealed earlier this year, already sported throwback styling. Renault will produce only 1980 copies of the Wild Turbo 3E, with a retro style that celebrates the 5 Turbo that made its name in rally racing in the 1980s. While Renault has been cranking out all manner of wild concept cars in recent years, from the R17 Restomod to the 5 Diamant, this rear-wheel drive pocket rocket is going into limited production. Renault previewed the Turbo 3E with a concept car of the same name in 2022, and while the production car lacks the concept's ginormous rear wing, psychedelic color scheme, and cabin-mounted teddy bear, the Turbo 3E is still an eye-catching design. The Renault 5 Turbo 3E features an electric motor in each of its rear wheels, with the pair producing a combined 536 horsepower. According to Renault, the power is enough to send the Turbo 3E zipping from 0 to 62 miles per hour in fewer than 3.5 seconds. The 70 kilowatt-hour battery runs on an 800-volt architecture, and Renault says it can charge from 15 to 80% in just 15 minutes. That's good considering owners will likely be needing lots of charging after launching from every red light and stop sign. Like the launch car, the full-scale mock-up doesn't have an interior, though Renault did provide a few renderings of the near-production spec cabin. As with the original R5 Turbo, the 3E is a two-seater with a half-roll cage in the back, but given there's no engine in the middle, you do get some boot space to play with. The dash, meanwhile, has been carried over from the regular R5 road car, though the digital driver's display has been redesigned to mimic the look of the 80s model. It won't be the same as having a set of glowing orange on black Jaeger dials ahead of you, but it's in keeping with the 3E's retro-futuristic approach. At the rear, a sizable diffuser sits beneath a pair of spoilers, one affixed to the roof and one sprouting from between the taillights. Renault also heavily revised the bodywork for this special edition, removing the rear set of doors and installing bulging rear fenders with trim that emulates the original 5 Turbo's chunky air intake. The unlimited service will let you customize anything, though the firm has drawn up a set of retro-themed styles to get the ball rolling if you're stuck for inspiration. Obviously, it'll jack the price up, and while that's yet to be confirmed, expect a starting figure north of £130,000 or, with a generous amount of personalization, upwards of £200,000. No wonder Renault keeps on calling it a supercar.
Oh.